I'm back in the shop. Obviously, it's 2025. I'm nervous. It's been so long. I'm nervous recording this. I don't know what to say. Well, I do. I've got a lot to say, but whew. 2025. There hasn't been any content, and people have been messaging me saying you haven't put a video out in 3 weeks. There's a bit of the background behind this was a video I done. Oh, probably my last car boot video. The Thieves one, you would have seen it. That has been going crazy. So I think it's on like 180,000 views at the moment, which that's been keeping me going. Like if I don't have to put a video out, I won't. And that's been ticking all the boxes. At times it was getting like 2,000 views a day. It was a bit like Ricky Lee. It's the same as putting the video out every day. So I didn't have to, I felt like I didn't have to create content, because this video was, it was getting lots and lots and lots of views over the last few months. And now YouTube have decided to sort of, that's it now for this video. It's done. So I'm back on the content creation wagon. It brought a lot of new subscribers, so hello. My name's John, aka Brum Reseller. I've got 2 physical record shops, bricks and mortar, and 2 other places where I sell records in Digbeth, Birmingham, obviously. But enough of that. What's been going on? My trolley's fixed, number 1. The trolley was broken, the wheel fell off. And I've had this trolley now for a long time, so I'm not surprised. It's had a lot of records in it over the time. But it's fixed. I'm not buying a new one, there's no way. It's been fixed. So the car boots will be back on, there's no doubt. My car, I've got a new car now. My car's gone. My car's going on eBay for £1. Spares and repairs for scrap. Keep your eyes peeled for that. That's the old Vauxhall. So that's that. So, you know, I've got a new car, so I'm able to sort of reliably get to the car boot and not think like I'm going to break down. And yeah, that is where we're at. More content, more good content, what people would like to see. Car boot footage, obviously. But yeah, shop footage, fashion shows. Anyone mention a fashion show? It's been a while. It has been a while. Oh my God, have had the worst experience on eBay. Just, it's put me off it. It really has. It scared me. I know my obligations with eBay. I'm a business account. I have to accept returns no matter what. 30 days. But it was the whole situation with this one that really, I've done something I'd never done before. Whether it's right or wrong, I will tell you. It's story time. Mid-December, I had the Nick Drake Pink Moon first press. It was on eBay for £900, 900 quid for a record. It came in via Nuneaton. And there was history of it selling for 900, so I thought it is a top copy. I will list it for 900. And if any offers come in or if any communications come in with people, we'll discuss it. Ideally, if it's sold in the shop beforehand, then so be it. Which I would have took a much lower offer than, because no fees, obviously. Anyway, customer email message on eBay saying, would you accept 700? I was like, ooh. Yeah. I thought, well, I'm in no rush for the money. I said, I'll do 750. And he said, okay, I'll do 750. Great. sent in the offer of £750, accepted and paid. Item was shipped next day. Slight delay on shipping. Basically, I sent it with UPS in a big box, packed out. It wasn't just a mail, it was a mailer in a box, padded out, you know, perfect shipping for a record. We're not going to send a record like that in just a mailer. And it sat in the shop and a couple of days, and I had to go back to the shop saying, look, there's an item of mine here, and it hasn't moved. And they found it. It was stuffed behind some boxes. They found it and it got it on its way anyway. Customer gets the item. I get positive feedback. I'm buzzing. You know, when you've got positive feedback on your you know, on your profile, and it's in relation to an item that's worth 750 quid, it gives a lot towards your reputation on eBay. So that was December the 16th. Forget, that's it, done and dusted, deal's done. Fast forward to this week. Now bearing in mind, it was the 13th of December, so the transfer window or the returns window is due to be closed in 2 days. All of a sudden, a message appears from out of the blue. Unfortunately, this record is not as nice as I had hoped. And I want to return it. So, I'm like, what the hell? Like I said, I know what my obligations are. But in this particular circumstances, when somebody has left positive feedback on a £750 item, what would be the first thing you would do? Open it, play it, surely? If he'd said, nah, this is not up to my standards, on the day of arrival or a couple of days after arrival, sorry, I've checked it, need to return it, it doesn't hurt as much. But when you think the deal's done, sorry, I had to blow my nose. When you think the deal is done, it goes out of your mind, especially when that feedback comes in. Anyway, this is how I handled this situation. I ignored the message. I'm not dealing with this. If he wants to open a return, don't open the return. Don't start faffing around saying that, you know, this, that and the other. There's an option on eBay just to return it. Ignored it. Next day he sends some pictures with, you know, one of them pictures where if you hold it in a certain light it looks terrible. But in reality, I've had people look at that record and they were willing to pay the price that he asked. It was a real nice copy. There was literally, and also it was graded as very good plus, which means that there will be light marks, you know. And it wasn't an excellent copy. If anything, I'd undergraded it. It was borderline excellent. Again, I thought, nah, I'm not dealing with it. I'm just let's just see where this goes, because he was stating he knew he only had 2 days to return it. He knew he did. So I thought, what's happened? Why is this happening? I went onto his eBay, and what he was trying to do was upgrade his own Nick Drake Pink Moon for a better copy. Now the one he was trying to sell on eBay, it was a lot worse copy than mine. There was visible scratches in the pictures. There wasn't that on mine. Like, you couldn't see that on mine, but you could see it on his. The sleeve was worse. It was more shelf worn. He was trying to sell that record for 750 quid, which is exactly the same he bought mine for. The other thing is he's on a personal account, private account, which means there is no fees for him to pay. So he can do that, which is fine. I don't care. But his plan hasn't. I think he would sell this before the returns window would close, so he's not stuck with two, and he would have his money quickly. But that didn't happen, and it's still for sale now on his eBay account. So I could clearly see that this was the case, and I kind of think that he found a bit of a niche on eBay where he was trying to underbuy Nick Drake Pink Moon and oversell them, make a little bit of money in between, and upgrade his own copy to a final perfect copy. And then I still think he would do a bit of dabbling in a bit of buying and selling. I ain't got a problem with that. The problem is when he's trying to say now that my actual advertisement for that record 3 weeks ago is now, he's saying it's not as described when it was as described. Anyway, I'm driving home from Nuneaton and a return case does get open, which I was waiting for, and I flipped. Luckily, I was by the house, pulled up, and I'd done something I'd never done before. I phoned him. I know. Whether it's the right or wrong thing to do, at the time I didn't care. And I give him shit down the phone. I didn't swear. I was kind of like just under raging at the time. And I was saying to him, I know what you're trying to do. You were trying to upgrade your copy to the best copy you can find and not have to pay anything by buying and selling. I said, I don't care about that. I said, but what you're trying to do is wrong, because now, I was in a, I was like, I can't hardly remember what I said to him. And I ended up saying, like, if you return this item, I want everything back, including my original box that I sent you. It was done specifically for this item, the mailer and all, everything that I sent. And if you don't send everything back, there's going to be a problem. Which I think by rights that, you know, I would not want him to send that back in a mailer. There's no way, because what if it breaks. Now, I understand that as a top-rated seller on eBay, you do have protections if it's not. I don't think he was trying to do a swap. All I think he was trying to do, his plan hasn't worked. I said to him, you need the money now. Your plan hasn't gone to, you hasn't gone to plan. You were thinking you were going to sell this terrible copy for the same price that you bought mine for, and then all of a sudden you'd have an upgraded copy for free. That's what you're trying to do. And he was like stuck up his own arse sort of thing. Like, I kind of didn't really give him I don't feel like I give him a chance to speak, because I was just like going from one thing to another. Anyway, that's what I done. I phoned him. So then that was that. He messaged straight away. He messaged saying to me, he's saying, I don't know what that bizarre phone call was all about. Hope you're okay. And then he sent another message saying, I'll be happy to pay $550, which means a £200 refund. Now, obviously that sounds a bit better than a £750 refund when it comes back. And I've got principles on eBay. I will not do partial refunds. But this is £750. You know, I've got a tax bill coming up. You know, I've got people to pay rent, to pay 750 quid. That's a lot of money. Just to sort of, okay, yeah, I've got the item back and I could relist it, but when's it gonna come back? It put me in a bit of a situation. And I didn't reply to that either. I thought, no, that I was too mad. Let's have a think and let's see what the best option to do is, and I'll probably look at it tomorrow. He may not even send it back, that's the other thing. He may be just trying to test the waters there, trying to get a partial. About an hour later, he closed the return. And it was just like a weight off my shoulder. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I just really couldn't believe it. Now, whether the phone call had made him think twice about what he was doing, I don't know. Maybe other people in the past have just give in and refunded or partial refunded, which it happens. And he thought this is easy. He's found this little scam, this little niche on eBay where you can do this. And it's great because he's only a new eBayer. Well, 136 feedback. And this was the first time, oh my God, like somebody phoned me. I don't want to deal with this. You know, I'll deal with it. You know, I'll wait for mine to sell. Because this was a good copy. I get the feeling he still wanted that record, because why would you want, if you didn't want it, send it back. Well, let's not discuss even partial. Why? You don't want it. It's not up to your standards. So yeah, the case was closed. And that's the end of that. It is made me think seriously about selling high-end stuff on eBay. I've got a Beyonce box set, How to Make Lemonade. It's on eBay for £2,500, and I turned down an offer of £1,250. And I'm dreading selling it because I just don't. There's a lot of hassle involved, and you know, I have sold high-end stuff in the past. You know, Beatles Please Please Me. Luckily, it went to a subscriber. I knew exactly what he was buying. 890. Beatles Dark Side of the Moon. 900 odd quid. Customer was happy. But you know, the third one, for that to happen on just the third item. Oh. Anyway, if you want to block him, the information's publicly available. If you search in Nick Drake, Pink Moon. Look for my name. The buyer's there. If you sell vinyl, block him. If you want. If you don't want to deal with this hassle. Anyway, as a tradition, what was recently sold, because I have some piles to show you. I'll get on with what you can see instantly. Who's buying flipping paddling pools when it's -5 degrees? This sold over the weekend. $7.99. I bought these through lockdown thinking it was hot. They did sell a couple, but I was left with the vast majority. I hate buying wholesale, predicting what the market's gonna do. This is the sort of thing I was doing back then. Some things worked, like chalk. Other things didn't, like these. So $7.99. Chris Benoit figure. $6.99 something, $7.99. Alex Kidd in Shinobi World, 20 quid. 7-inch. This is a pile of 7-inch craft, just like random, no sleeve, unsleeved 7-inch tenner. This is JJ Barnes. Our Love Is in the Pocket. 25 quid. Kate Bush Babushka, £5. Bon Jovi Living on a Prayer, $6.99. Nothing's Gonna Stop Us Now Starship, $5.99. Madness Picture Disc, I think that was $8.99, something like that. Oasis Falling Down, 21, 25, can't remember too much. Beatles Twist and Shout, $8.99. 12-inch. Which I don't even know what's this. Yeah. Oh, Lazy Jones, let me tell you. Hold on. We've got a live sale. Oh, excuse me. Live sale. 7-inch record. The Showstoppers Ain't Nothing But a Party. Beacon. $14.99. Sound. Lazy Jones, let me tell you. That's $8.79 on offer. Crystal Distortion Strings of Vice, $21.99 I think on offer. This customer paid for 2 items over 2 different days. It was both Depeche Mode 12-inch, so there's one parcel. Depeche Mode loving itself. Depeche Mode, Master and Servant, Slavery Whip Mix. Another Nick Drake. 5 leads left. £134. Third issue, that is. A third press. Till West, DJ Delicious, same man, $14.99. Republica Bloke, $8.79 I think. Rumours, Record Store Day, remastered, 45 RPM, 2 records, £64, 50 quid in store. Kylie, Kiss Me Once, 150 quid. Took an offer, 134.99. So as you can see, it's what I've been doing a lot recently. Listing higher end stuff. To be fair, you need to get the high end stuff in. But I don't sit around and wait for a customer to come in to the shop and buy it. Although it's nice, it rarely happens someone's going to drop 100 quid plus on one record. I'll look further afield, and yeah, so we've got 134 quid. That's 13 £10 records. With the Nick Drake, that's 28 £10 records. 28, and it's 2 listings. Never mind these flipping Paw Patrol towers, half an hour to pack. You're left with like 30 quid. This is a flipping 2-minute packing job. Listing one item. So eBay has been good because of that. I've been listing and selling higher end stuff. Got some more sales going out. Look at this. I've never had any of these. And 2 come along at once. And they've both sold to regular customers of the shop. And they're both in very much the same condition, which is pretty much unplayed. So that's going out tomorrow, hopefully. John, 6-inch pianist. Probably see these on one of his videos soon. He spotted a Maze first album, self-titled. I was surprised at the price of that. And Patrice Rushton shouted out. So they're going out tomorrow, I reckon. This week, I spent £950 on records. So, yeah. And I needed them, to be fair, because I've been selling a lot. So it was good. It was good to have it, and there was 3 collections. One collection was a lot of fodder. Fodder sells. People like nice, clean, 5, 6 to 8 quid funk and soul records. They love it. Sell loads of it. And then the other 2 collections are a lot more rarities, old Kinks and Procol Harums, and this came in. What a record this is. I listened to it. Honeybus Story. When I listened to that, I thought, this is the Beatles. That sounds like Paul McCartney. Great record. I loved it. 200 quid I've got on it. Very rare. What's on the wall? We had a bit of a change up because it was getting a bit much the same, so we had a bit of a change up. Clash, Pogues, Pink Floyd, Mighty Boss Tones, Space Hymns, Codeine, Dio, Rush, Can. The Can. So yeah, I mean, that was my situation. What would you have done in that situation? Like, returns are returns. Send it back. Ain't got, you know, send it back. You got a problem, send it back. But a £750 return hurts. Especially when you think that deal is done. Especially when you get good feedback, the deal's done. Yeah, what would you have done? Like I said, I know what my obligations are. This doesn't make it right. The customer would do that. Yeah, would you have phoned the customer? I still can't believe I done it. I get severe anxiety phoning through a Chinese order. So to do that, I just like, my head had gone. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you later.